This is my summary of the Saturday morning session of General Conference for April 2025. Jeffrey R. Holland. Jesus had to train his apostles. We should be like children in our obedience to him. One time a little boy bit his sister on the arm, and his dad said, well, he probably doesn't even know what it feels like to be bit on the arm. So later she bit him, and she said, well, now he does. Children still believe in Santa and the Tooth Fairy, and we should be like them in our belief in Jesus and God. One time this 12-year-old boy was afraid that he wouldn't be able to pass the sacrament due to his muscular dystrophy. But he did it alone, and he did an excellent job. Yet in Mormonism, this 12-year-old boy has more power and authority than any of the 3 female auxiliary leaders. I believe that Joseph Smith saw what he said he saw, and he spoke to who he said he spoke to. But we're going to ignore the fact that Joseph Smith in the first place said he only saw Jesus and only spoke to Jesus. Camille N. Johnson. Jesus once healed 10 lepers, but only 1 returned to thank him. While 10 were healed, only 1 was made truly whole. Being healed and being whole are 2 different things. Jesus can heal, but he can't really heal things like diabetes and autoimmune diseases and cancer and things like that. That's not really how his healing works. He can only heal things that you can't really measure. Ronald A. Rasband. Joseph Smith once predicted that the church would fill the earth, and what do you know? It's coming true. Except the church is also shrinking at a rapid rate, but we don't need to focus on that. Some people will be reduced to mere footnotes, but this great work shall continue to go forward. Quentin L. Cook. I am now going to talk about the pioneers who crossed the plains with handcarts and completely ignore the history that Brigham Young budgeted for these people to starve and gave them crappy handcarts because he wasn't willing to fork out the money that they needed to cross the plains safely, and needlessly, so many of them died. If you want to learn more, please go watch this video. There is a whole other side of this story that the leaders do not talk about. Ricardo P. Gimenez. Study what is spoken in General Conference. We should have Christ-centered traditions. Some people would try to convince you that the church is not true and the ordinances are not necessary to be saved. But just ignore them. You need to be immune to these voices. There's no need to look into the church's truth claims. Just believe them. Henry B. Eyring. Jesus invited us to draw near unto him, and he would draw near unto us. When we learn more about Jesus, we are drawing